Hello there everyone and welcome back to another episode of Schneisp Spectacular Survival Series. In the last episode we made a couple of farms, like the one I'm standing right in front of, which is our creeper farm. This produces a lot of gunpowder by just standing AFK far above it. Now, in today's episode, we're gonna be going to the new Nether and checking it all out. I know, it's crazy, right? I know it came out a while ago, but I needed to wait for some mods to update so I can play the world and get all the kinds of recordings that I want. And I checked the other day and the replay mod is finally updated. In between episodes I've been doing a lot of stuff to get ready for this. Mainly trying to gather resources to find Netherite. That's gonna be my first mission. But what I've done is I've AFK'd, obviously, at this farm to get a ton of gunpowder. I've collected a bunch of sand. Sand. And I've also got a lot of wool from the automatic sheep shearing farm. Bah. But now, it's finally the time to update to 1.16.1. And I can do that with the simple snap of my fingers. Let's see what happens. Well guys, I think it worked. I think we're finally in the new Nether update. And I have noticed something a little different about my fist. Oh. Well, looks like I'm ready to go explore the end. Or not the end, the Nether. My bad. But I think the next step to do is make sure I gather all the materials that I need, and then we'll head over into the brand new Nether dimension. I'll see you guys when I have everything ready. Okay, so I think I have everything, or not everything, almost everything that I'm gonna need to go into the brand new Nether and come back out with as much Netherite as I can possibly get. As you can see back here, I've got a shulker box with a bunch of beds and 9 stacks of TNT, which is crazy expensive. But the last thing that we need to get is a good golden helmet so that the piglins don't attack us. So all I'm gonna put on there is mending, unbreaking, and blast protection. So we're gonna be close to some explosives. And then I'm gonna fly to my base after getting this all repaired and everything and get some fire resistance potions just in case things go south in the Nether. So I think I'm going to be calling this hat Piglin Proof Fedora, and I hope that's funny. Let's get all these enchantments on there. And all that's left is to repair it. So let's do that real quick. To make the fire resistance potion, I'm at first going to need to make an awkward potion, which you do by using nether wart. After making the awkward potion, you use magma cream. And then to make it last for 8 minutes, I'm going to use some redstone. So let's get brewing. And there we have it. 3 8-minute fire resistance potions. Pop the redstone back in there. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave some of my good things in the ender chest, like my helmet, axe, shovel. I'm going to take this shulker box out. Let's actually take the elytra off for now. Okay. Got a spare flint and steel if anything happens. But let's go to the Nether. Welcome one and all to the 1.16 Nether. It's a bit scarier than it used to be, I'll admit that. There's already some cool stuff around, like the crimson fungus and the soul soil, as well as basalt. Now, I really love the basalt. It's a great building block. And I also see some piglins. So let's try maybe throwing down a gold carrot. Let's try that again. Hey man, you like gold, right? Trade with me. Yeah, you like that. What's he gonna give us? Hopefully something new. I didn't get anything. He didn't give me anything. Let's try again. Wait, he's not... He didn't give me anything. That's a bummer. But anyhow, I'm gonna take a screenshot right here so we know the coordinates. And let's try and head down to Y level 15, which is where ancient debris is most frequently found. Okay, so we are now currently at Y level 15. Now, some of you may know there's a couple ways to go about collecting ancient debris. Now, the cheapest way would be to use beds. But it's also a little bit dangerous, and I'll show you why in a second. So you have to make sure there's at least 3 blocks of space between that bed. Then you right-click it. And as you can see, a decent-sized explosion. Let's block this off, actually. Please. Please. Let's get rid of that lava. And I'm also gonna do it... Oops. Over on this side. Let's see, do we get anything? Does not seem that we did. I am at Y level 15, which is where it spawns most frequently. So I would go about using beds, but I've had some bad experience with them in the past. I was playing on a server, and my Wi-Fi decided to stop existing, and it insta-killed me when I reconnected. Luckily, this is a survival world, or single player, where that won't be happening. Ooh. Looks like we got some black stone here, too. Come back for that later. Oh yeah, another tip. You should do this on chunk borders. I'm actually not doing this in the right location. Ooh, I'm happy I have fire resistance. Okay, where's the chunk border? It's right there. So you can only get up to like 3 or 4 netherite a chunk, so it's best to do it, or best to mine on the chunk borders. And look at that, our first block of ancient debris. Ooh, this is exciting. Yes. Hidden in the depths. Let's see if we get lucky over here too. Whoa! Looks like we're lucky today. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna finish up using all these beds, and then we'll get to the nice stacks of TNT. That's bound to be a lot of fun. See you guys when the beds are all used up. Okay, so from 18 beds, we were able to get 9 ancient debris, which isn't all that bad, if you really think about it. Now I want to try something a little safer, depending on how you look at it. And by safer, I mean I don't have to get so close to the explosion. So we're going to use TNT. Everyone's favorite explosive resource. I'm just going to place it like this with 2 blocks of space in between each of them. And I'm also going to place some in here, just to see if that makes a difference in any way. Okay, then I'm going to get real far back, and we're going to light it, because I have a flame bow. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens. And there's lava. So let's get the fire resistance potion. And we'll look at the damage. Ooh, wow. That's a lot, actually. So much lava. Oh boy. Looks like we're close to a basalt delta. And a nether fortress? Well, it doesn't look like there was really much in this area, but I'm gonna go place like a bunch of stacks and then light them and see what happens. You guys will get to see it in a time lapse. See you when that's over. Well, after all those beds in TNT, this is what I've collected. As you can see, a lot of netherrack, soul sand, some soul soil, one of the new blocks added, a bunch of basalt, a bunch of blackstone, also some of the new blocks that were added in the update, 2 stacks of nether gold ore, 26 nether quartz ore, and 57 ancient debris. 9 of the ancient debris came from the bed mining, and the rest of the 48 came from using the TNT. or the next thing to do is to smelt everything. So of course you need gold to make a netherite ingot. And then we're going to use the smithing table over here to upgrade every bit of armor that we have. Of course, all this gold, I'm going to have a surplus of gold, which I'll easily be able to use to barter with piglins. Of course, all of those ores weren't the only things that we ended up collecting from the Nether. We also managed to get our hands on some warped fungus and some crimson fungus. Now, if you place it down on some nylium, you can bone meal it to get one of the brand new trees, but you get a crimson mushroom, and these here are actually nether wart blocks, so you don't need to depend on finding a nether fortress to get nether wart anymore. As you can see, bone mealed crimson tree, mushroom, whatever you want to call it, it gives quite the plentiful amount of nether wart. But you can also do that. Can I not? I think I need warped nylium. Well, that sucks. Let's go see if everything's all smelted up. Would you look at that? Everything is smelted up. So I'm going to take off the stuff that I don't need repaired. Okay, don't need, nope, need that repaired. Ooh, look at that, 57 netherite scrap. Okay, next step is to craft it all into ingots. 14 ingots. Look at that. Look at that beauty right there. Of course, that wouldn't be very useful. So we gotta start upgrading all our gear. Look at that achievement. Cover me in debris. Get a full suit of netherite armor. Looking a bit like Thanos here. Of course, 1.16 didn't only add new features to the Nether, it also changed the functionality of a certain tool that we all love so very much, and that is the hoe. The hoe is now able to break a bunch of blocks that previously weren't assigned for it to break, which means it is now, ouch, it is now more useful to have a hoe than ever. Which is why I'm going to try and make a really good one. And what are we going to call this hoe? We're going to call it Hoe Down. Going to put mending, unbreaking, then we're going to put silk touch, and finally efficiency 5. And of course we need some experience, which is why I'm over here at the skeleton spawner again. 7 levels for silk touch. Then after that we can upgrade it to a netherite hoe. And then we'll actually have full netherite gear. I don't think there will be anything that we haven't made that isn't netherite. With the hoe now fully enchanted, we can put it right into our smithing table, place the netherite ingot right there, and we have a netherite hoe. And there is another achievement for this video. Serious dedication. Use a netherite ingot to upgrade a hoe, and then reevaluate your life choices. Am I reevaluating? Nah, I don't think so. I'm happy with the hoe. Don't take that out of context, please. Unfortunately though, I think that'll have to be it for today's video. We got a lot of done today, a lot of stuff. We got full netherite gear, full netherite tools, which is insane. And in the next episode, hopefully we get to explore a little more of the new Nether. I do hope that you enjoyed the video a ton. If you did, consider dropping a like, have any suggestions, leave a comment, and of course, if you like my content, maybe, just maybe consider subscribing. Of course, it's completely optional. It's up to you. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Sorry I haven't uploaded in so long. Life is unpredictable. And I'll see you guys again in the next one. Goodbye!